Hey guys, Shinlock's here, back with our blind playthrough of Human Resource Machine. With me today's Manny. He's smelling me a bit because I just came back from a barbecue place. Alright, we are employee number 1. Alright, well, we'll see how many we can do. Yeah, we're at the point where we're not getting either, but that's okay. Fibonacci visitor. This back hallway is for advanced employees only. Are you sure you want to be here? I don't know. These night shift elements, or night shift assignments are optional, you know, and they are difficult. If you need to ask for help, I'll just be here looking through these catalogs for a golden spiral. What's a golden spiral? For each thing in the outbox, or inbox, send to the outbox the full Fibonacci sequence up to, but not exceeding that value. For example, if inbox is 10, outbox should be 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. What's a Fibonacci sequence? Ask your boss or a friendly search box. It's the digit following the current one is the addition or the sum of the current things, right? So 1, the next one is 1 because there's no previous one, so it's 0 basically. So 1 and 1 make 2, 1 and 2 make 3, 2 and 3 make 5, 3 and 5 make 8, 5 and 8 make 13, 21, 34, 55, 89. So this is not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, so this is almost going to have to be recursion. In a way, right? Because you're basically going to have to... You're going to have to take this 18 and... Because you got to get... You know what? You don't even have to do that. You can sort of cheat because they start you with a 0, right? So you basically say, let's say you pick this up, you put it down here. And then you say 0. You copy the 0 to 8. And then you bump it, so it's a 1. And then you're what I would imagine you'd basically want to do is compare it to this. Right? So you say, you know, after every calculation, you probably run back and pick up 18 and then subtract whatever the current total is. And then you're like, if it's negative, move on. Right, because you're summing these and sticking them in the outbox. And then you discard this number. Right, so it's basically like, if it's negative, then you jump to the next thing, which is... If it's negative, you probably jump back to the very beginning of the program. That's what I would say. So let's do this. Tell me more. What's a Fibonacci sequence? Each number in the sequence is the sum of the two numbers just before it. The first two numbers are 1 and 1. So the third number is 1 plus 1 equals 2. The fourth number is 1 plus 2 equals 3. Fifth is 2 plus 3 equals 5. Sixth number, 3 plus 5 equals 8. And it goes on for a while. Forever, really. Shall we continue? Let's leave that as an exercise for you. Back to work. Okay. 19 or fewer commands, 156 or fewer steps, example, if your inbox has 18 and 8, your outbox should be 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Oh, because the 8 is inclusive, right. Up to but not exceeding that value, yes. Well, hello, Mr. Manny. All right, so first step first, we are going to we'll leave that untouched, right? Okay, we'll say pair one, and this will be pair 2. Okay, pair 1, pair 2. First thing we're going to do is copy from, and you don't need to call it 0, but we're going to keep it as 0. There you go. Bam, 0. Unfortunately, the slash is basically what denotes O, like the capital letter O from 0. Okay, copy from 0. Oh, my gosh, excuse me. Okay. You're gonna assume these are not zeros. I don't know what you do if they're ones. All right. So, copy 2, pair 1, and we'll bump pair 1, and then copy 2, pair 2. Okay, so that'll give us 1 in both of those. You know what? And then we'll say yeah, that'll be good. Actually, you know what? Either way, we're gonna have to pick it up. So we'll say outbox, the first one. Copy from pair 1, copy to pair 2, and then outbox. Okay. Okay, we'll say assume you know, that's the other thing. I don't... If the inbox is 10, outbox should be 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. But what if it's 1? Is it 1, 1? Assume plus or equal to 1. I don't remember the plus or equal thing. Okay, and then we'll say start. Start. Okay. So that primes all of this. Hopefully. Hopefully. All right. Next, you inbox. And then we're going to place it in the... check. It's kind of nice. It's a little nice and clean. All right. Oh, I just looked over and I saw my drink. So I went and I just had barbecue before this, and I had a beer. It's the first beer I've had in a couple weeks, which I'm pretty proud of as a recovering alcoholic, shall we say, but I went after that because I'm super sensitive to alcohol now, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get six-pack on the way out. So went to a grocery store, got one, and I got you know, it's all about cost versus how much alcohol, and so I got this like hard ginger beer. It's like 10% alcohol. It was less than $10 for 6, and it is the worst shit I've ever tasted. It is awful. I had to put a bunch of ice in it because it's just so bad. But I just looked over and I'm just like, I kind of cringed a little bit on the inside. Okay. Cold, it's not terrible. Warm, which is how I taste it, it was awful. Okay, so copy to check. Yep. Okay, then you know, we may need to reset the field after this if we're just going to use these. That's okay, though. That's okay. All right. Because this is going to be a lot of work, right? So copy to here. Then, first thing you're going to do, copy from pair 1. Okay, we've already set those, though. So we're good. We've already loaded the 2 ones here. Right. So add pair 2. Okay, the sum of those, and then copy to pair 2. You presumably want to check. You want to check it before you output it, right? So if the... Right, so we'd get to 13, then you add the 2, and then it's 21. 21 would be higher than 18, so you're like, no, we're good. Okay, so you add it. Right, so this one plus this one. And then copy to... Oh, hello. Do I need a third one? You pick this one up, you add pair 2. And then what you're doing is you're gonna... 2 becomes the new 1. Right, so we'll say... Two to 1. No. This is gonna be... This is 3 to 2. 3 to 2. Okay. We're going to be a little bit inefficient. That's okay. It's simplicity's sake. Right. Pick up pair number 1. First digit, whatever. Pair 2, add the 2 together. Right. Now that's technically the third one. So it'd be 1, 1, and 2. So we're going to shove this... Copy to this one. Okay, now... Now copy from the check. Yep. Sub 3 to 2. So if this is 1, I'm assuming it's 1, 1 here, right? And then you've added the 2. This is a 2. So 1 minus 2. If it's negative, you move back to the very beginning. Right, because then you're done with this one. But afterwards, if it's not negative, we're going to assume there's no 0 values in there, right? But then if it's not negative, you are going to... Oh, wait. Okay, so if it's not negative, that means there's more to go, right? So... Oh, no, sorry, you don't need to jump. You don't need to jump yet, right? Because if this is negative, you're done, but if it's not, right? So if this is 18 and this is 2, then what you do is you pick up, copy from 2, copy to 1, and then copy from 3 to, copy to 2, right? Okay, so we're going to pick this one up. This will be 1 in the first case. We're going to copy it here. This will be 2. We'll copy it here. So the next pair will be 1 and 2. But when you get up there, because we're planning for the future, right? So this will be 5, 8, and 13. So you take this one, 8, so you shove it forward. You take this one, which would be 13, you shove it here. So this will be 18. Add these two, which will be 21. Copy right here. Pick this one up. And then we're going to subtract this. And then it'll be negative. And so it's like, well, no, we've output all the things already, so we're done. Done with the first digit. However, we've shifted all these things. And then now that we've shifted them, we only need to copy the updated one, which is pair 2. Copy from pair 2, because these are both good. We've put both 1s on the thing. So this will be 2. So now we outbox. Bam. And then I think we go back to here. It's weird because this is a case in which the outboxing is not the last thing. Right, so you've outboxed this, and you assume you still have another iteration to do. And so then you're just like, yep, let's perform the iteration, right? So then 1, 2, or 1, 1, 2, or 5, 8, 13, right? Sorry, we're not copy toing. No. Okay, copy from. I wonder what would happen there. It would be like, oh, can't copy. Okay, cool. So copy from pair 1, so that's, we'll say 5. Add pair 2, which is 8. Copy here, 13. Right? 13, pick this up, minus this. 18 minus 13, it's not negative, so then you're gonna pick this one up, put it in pair 1. Pick this one up, put it in pair 2. Then I don't think we need this line. Because whatever you're holding goes into pair too, so you could just outbox it. Okay. Okay, then 8, 13. Right, so you pick this up 8, add 13 to it, it's 21, you shove it here, pick this one up 18, subtract this, you get minus whatever, and now it's negative. And since it's negative, then you're like, okay, we're done with that one. And presumably it will know if we're done with all the things, right? Because we get to 5, right? So it'll be 1, 1, 2, 3. Probably as soon as we put the 3, we'll be done before we even get to this part. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. All right. Set it up. Bam. Bump it. Yep. I was like, wait, what? What are we doing? Nope. Okay. There you go. Okay, 18. Bam. Pick that up. Add those. Bam. Now we're doing our check. Yep, it's positive, so we're good. Put that there. Pick this one up. Put that there. All right, cool. Yep. Drop 2. Add 1 and 2. Stick that there. We're running a check to see if it's... Nope, we're still good, so advance the numbers. Like I said, a little bit inefficient, but it's hopefully a little bit more simple. Add 2 and 3. Stick our next one there. Now we're checking. Nope, we're still good. So move 3 into 2. Move 5 into 3. Throw 5 onto the output. Next, add 3 and 5. Bam. Still good. Move on to the next pair in the sequence, right? There you go. Pick up 5 and 8. Add them. Bam. All right, 18 minus 13. Still good. So move on to the next set. And then 13 goes onto the output. Here's where we go. Okay, 21. All right, so is 18 bigger than 21? No. Nope. So we're resetting from the very beginning. Bam. Okay. See, this feels good. It feels good. Right, so 5. All right. Bam. 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 Yep. Okay, so, yep, still good. Moving on. What's the next? Oh, see, this will be interesting, right? Right, because it'll be 5. So it's not going to be negative, which means we're okay. So 5 is the next thing that goes on the list. There you go. Perfect. Okay, next. Now it will be negative. Wait. Too many things in the outbox. Your outbox was correct up until now. Management expected only 12 items, not 13. See, I assumed it would just stop because we hit that last one. Oh, wait. Oh. So this is interesting because it didn't automatically take... The program basically had to stop. But instead it restarted. So how do I... Do I just move this up here? That seems fair, right? You go back to the beginning, you pull from the inbox, and you're like, oh, nothing in the inbox. Okay, I fail. I assume it fails, and then we stop at this point. But maybe it fails this line and fails this one and then goes on. Maybe it literally does need to go to the end. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, let's... Okay, we grab the 7. Awesome. No, close, but yeah. We'll see. Interesting. That I feel pretty good about. That I actually feel pretty good about. Man, these are taking like half an hour a piece, just about. So we'll do, I guess, one more, hopefully. Oh man, I can't even imagine how long these are gonna take. Where's Carol? She got eaten by the robots, probably. Why do robots eat people? Yeah. Where they else gonna get their Jesus Christ? Where else are they gonna get their fuel from? Okay, the littlest number. Uh-oh. Year 23. To reduce our carbon footprint, management is requesting the smallest numbers only. This is a public relations exercise. The results are going straight to the landfill. That's about right. Okay, for each 0 terminated string in the inbox, send to the outbox only the smallest number you've seen in that string. You will never be given an empty string. Reset and repeat for each string. What's a 0 terminated string? Go ask your boss on the previous floor. Okay. So basically we need to do comparisons, I assume, right? So you presumably want to grab the first number. You need to store all of these numbers, right? So grab 9, put it here, grab 14, put it here. Then you've already got this, so you could subtract. Oh, they want the smallest number. Right. So you have this one, so -9. You can't really say if it's positive. But what you do is you say, if it's negative, that means the first one's the biggest number. So you do something like, jump if negative. Well, we'll get there, right? But basically, you use this to say, oh, what if they're 0? Well, then it doesn't matter. You'll grab one of the two. So you're gonna grab one of the two, and you're gonna set it probably somewhere else, like 3, right? Or maybe... maybe 4, because what you ultimately need to do is... you're using 2 to compare, and then you're figuring out which of the 2 is the smallest. But then that comparison, you have to compare to something else. Right, so if you have like these 3, for example, right, you're going to say 9 and 14. 9, 14. 9 is smaller, but then you have to shove that somewhere, and then you pick up the 2. And then you say, well, the 2 is smaller. And then you shove that somewhere. And you assume it's like a bunch. Or you could do... Okay. Only the smallest number in each 0 terminated string. If you want to buy a sandwich and there are 10 sandwiches listed on the menu, and you don't have much money because of poor financial decisions, how do you find the least expensive sandwich? Don't ask me. I bring my own lunch. Peanut butter and jelly. It's pretty good. Man, I do love a PB&J. Those people that, I don't know if you've ever seen those sandwiches that are cut in half diagonally, and, like they're put in a little triangular thing, right? So they put the PB&J, and they cut them diagonally, and they face both of those edges to you, the cut edges, and they wrap them, and so you look at them, and you're like, oh man, that looks like a lot of peanut butter and jelly, and then you open it, or you eat it, and it's just where they cut. People that do that stuff need to be punished severely. Let's just say that. I'm not going to say what should happen to them, but those people... Because especially when you're hungry and you're looking forward to a meal and you just get screwed, that's like stealing your joy. That's like taking your hope away when you're down. We're gonna say, okay. Inbox, copy to 0. Inbox, copy to 1. Then we will compare sub 0, right? If it's negative, we'll assume it's not negative, right? So 9, 14, 14 minus 9, it's positive. Therefore, copy from 0. Smallest. Okay, smallest. Copy from 0, copy to smallest. But if it's negative, then you're going to copy from 1. Copy to smallest. And since it's not negative, we're going to do this, and then we're going to jump here. We're going to avoid all of that, right? So if it's negative, we're going to go here and copy this. If it's positive, then we copy this, and then we skip the other one. Okay. Now what? Now we've compared these two. Now we inbox. Right, okay, so it says, never be given an empty string. Ooh. But you might get a, like, 11 and 0, right? So... well, we'll... string String 1. Like string of 1. Okay. String of fortune. String of 1. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Whoa, Jesus. Well, if it's 0, then you... Well, that's the problem. If it's 0, then you immediately grab whatever's in the smallest and shove it there. Okay, so pick up the first one, pick up the second one, check to see if it's 0. If it's not 0, you're good. Execute the rest of the program. Pick up the third. Pick. Third. Inbox. And now you have to compare it to the smallest, right? So... we'll say copy to 0, copy to 4. Copy to 4. Because these are the first two. And after that, you're basically saying this one and this one. Okay. Copy to 4. And then subtract smallest. If negative... okay, 4 minus this, right? So in this case, it would be copy to smallest. So this will be 9. So you pick up a 2, put it here. 2 minus 9. If it's negative... oof, it's the same thing. If it's positive, I assume 0 is considered positive as well. Well, if there's the same thing, then it doesn't matter which one you pick. Right, so you're good. Okay. So if it's negative 2 minus 9, then pick 4. Copy from 4 and outbox. If it's positive, then copy from smallest and then jump to the outbox. Okay. Crap. Well, no, that's this here. Actually, maybe you, instead of just outboxing it, no, you wouldn't outbox it. You only outbox the last one. Okay, hang on. Let's get rid of these. Okay, you subtract the smallest, right? So 9 and 14, this is 9. You pick up 2. 4, this is 2. Okay. Minus 9. If it's negative, if it's positive, you do nothing. Right, so if these were reversed, right? Whatever. Okay, if it's negative 2 minus 9, then copy from 4. Copy to smallest. You pick up the 2. 2 minus 9. If it's negative, then the 2 is smaller, so 2 goes into the smallest. Otherwise, you've got the smallest one. Now we need to check if 0, right? Every time we inbox, we need to see if it's a 0. As far as here, at the end of this, you're automatically going to jump and go back to pick the next one, right? But if it's 0, then you're going to go down here. You're going to skip this jump. And what you're going to basically do is you're going to copy from the smallest and then outbox, right? And then jump back to the beginning. Because it's a new string, they said there's no empty strings, right? So you go back here. So let's say this, you're done with it. You pick up 11, you put it here. Copy to 0 and copy to the smallest. Right? And then you pick it up. If it's a string of 1, then if it's 0, you go down here. You pick up the smallest, outbox it. There you go. I feel like this will work, right? So basically we're picking it up. We're picking up the first 2. Pick it up, put it here, put it here. Pick up the second one. If it's 0, then you just pick up the smallest and there. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's inefficient, whatever. If it's not a 0, you put it here. And then subtract these 2 to figure out which one is smaller, put the smallest one here. Pick up the third one. If that's 0, then just grab the smallest one and shove it in there. If it's not, then you compare it, you put it here, you compare it to the smallest. And then whichever one is smaller goes into the smallest. And then keep pulling and checking against the smallest until you reach a 0. So let's try this out. Okay, pick it up. 9. 9 is currently the smallest. 14. We're going to do a check. So 9 is the smallest. Pick up the 2. Do a check. 2 is the smallest. Pick up the next one. It's a 0. So 2 is the smallest. Bam. There you go. First one. We don't know if it's the last thing. Okay, it's not. So 11 is smaller. 6. Which is smaller? The 6. Pick up a 2. Is 2 smaller than 6? Yes. 2 goes in the smallest category. Next one. Oh, it's a 0? Okay. Smallest one goes into the output. I love it when a plan comes together. 8 and 94. 8 smaller. Bam. Is 49 smaller than 8? No. Don't do shit. Is 44 smaller than 8? No. Don't do anything. Is 46 smaller than 8? No. See, this just goes to show you how advanced us as biological computers are. We are so advanced. You could just look at it and you could be like, this one's the smallest one. But this is the process. This is the process by which our brains are operating subconsciously. Because we're not just comparing, right? Because what I could have done is what you could do is you have all these spots, right? You have slots. You keep pulling things off the inbox. You keep pulling numbers off until you hit and you slot them on the floor until you hit a 0. And then you look at the things on the floor and you're like, which of these is the smallest? You could certainly do that. Like, the way I'm doing it is not, there's no correct way. There's just efficient or inefficient ways. And again, with size or speed, it's like, is the program smaller? Or is it, you know what I mean? It's like, the size of the program may be smaller, but it may have to do more work. You know, whereas it may be more inefficient, or it may be bigger, but have to do less work. It's very odd. I'm just happy we're done with that one. All right, man. Did we only do 2? Well, yeah. These are tough. These are tough. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. As always, guys, questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me hear them. I do read all of them. I do try and respond to all of them. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I'm going to go with... Well, I'll go with the barbecue. It was good. Yeah. It was good to get it out of the way. No, that's... It was just good. It was just good in general. It was nice to meet up with some of my friends / coworkers and just share a meal. It was good. But that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. Hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.